Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Empty Promise podcast.
This week, come for the games, but you stay for the truth.
Yeah, over the Joe Rogan experience. My name is Chris. Thank you for joining us this week on the podcast. I am joined by my very best friend in the whole wide world, James Dean Downey. Week after week, like, what is this, 65 weeks?
We should have this down. This should be the easiest part of the podcast.
So many podcasts begin so strong, and like with their opening, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good.
Listening to a podcast the other day, and they had like a dedicated intro, so they do their whole podcast, and then they go back, and then they do a dedicated intro, and they're like, this week we're talking about blah blah blah.
What they've talked about.
Yeah. We're not going to, but we should do something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
So like, we'll actually do the podcast first of all, and then we know what we're going to talk about, and we'll be like, this week on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
And then people wouldn't have to listen to this. Although, maybe this is endearing. Maybe people like listening to us.
I don't think so. Well, I have to say a thank you to the people who have been listening recently.
Enduring.
And getting in contact with us, D. We are now a podcast that provides much pleasure.
Yes.
To a wide variety spectrum
of
people. Our audiomanship is
various different places,
penetrating the ears and cars and orifices of people everywhere. And I'm so glad that we're there. You know who you are. Thank you for everybody who has been tuning into the podcast. It means the world to us that you actually take a bit of time out and listen to us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even if it's only for this, and then you realize what a terrible mistake that was. This week on the podcast, it is the 18th of November, which means Sunday
again, Chris.
What?
It's another Sunday.
It's a Sunday,
We've
yes.
done it twice in a row now.
Yeah, 2 Sundays, 2 easy, like Sunday mornings.
Do you know why we're doing this? It's
Why is
because
that?
we can be like right up to date. We do it Sunday, it goes out Monday.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Did you find it tough to get it out for last week?
The
podcast.
Did we?
Yeah. I didn't.
I don't know.
I literally left from here. I think I messaged you. I went inside and just went straight, like, balls deep into the editing. Got it done.
To the wall.
Yeah,
no.
I just wanted to have it done.
No issues. No.
Inside the hour. We were ready. We were good to go.
Schwa.
Intro up. Here you go.
You got it.
There you go. Enjoy.
Peace
It's out there. Yeah. This week, we're coming back to you on a Sunday, the 18th of November. In 1901, George Gallup, opinion poll guru, is born. Have you ever heard of George Gallup?
No.
No, me either.
No.
That was an absolutely...
I think they named the Gallup, like a horse gallop, after him, though.
Did they?
Yeah. Because
he ran with things?
All of the opinion polls, yeah.
Oh, okay, very good. Very good.
Think about it.
I've got a better list, though.
Okay, cool.
Here are half a dozen different types of globe, not of the theatre variety, plus one extra.
Half a dozen different types of globe.
Globe. Not of the theatre variety.
Like a snow globe? Is that one?
Yeah, that is one, yeah.
Oh, score.
So plus one extra, so there's actually 7 here. Oh.
I love this guy.
Okay, so number 1, the Boston Globe, which is a US newspaper.
Oh yeah, so it is.
Yep.
Is the Globe Trotters in there?
Written,
they're not.
No, that would have been a good one as well. Yeah.
Philip.
Number 2 is the Globe and Mail, which is a Canadian newspaper.
Oh right.
Yeah. Number 3, a globe, as in a light bulb. Yeah, apparently.
Globe?
Yeah, well, not that one. That's like a.
Well, that's the but like
one of them
what
long
you call
bulbs.
it? Fair enough.
I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe that's why like light bulbs are like labeled like G, like G25, G40s.
Globe.
That means globe.
25.
Yeah. But some of them are called golf. Did you know that?
Golf light bulbs?
Yeah, there are many different types of light bulb.
Like golf ball light bulbs?
Yeah, well, I don't
versus
know.
globe light bulbs?
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't know I had to think this much about light bulbs.
Neither did I.
I'm intrigued.
Number 4, a globe, a spherical ball-shaped representation of the Earth with a map on its surface. So, just your standard globe of the world.
A globe.
Yep.
The globe.
Number 5, inflatable globe, like number 4, but you have to blow it up.
Jesus Christ.
Number 6, the Globe Inn in Dumfries, a popular drinking hole with poet Robbie Burns 200 years ago.
There you have it.
And number 7, which you already stated, a snow globe, one of those water-filled glass dome ornaments usually made of plastic nowadays that you shake to create the impression of it snowing on the inside.
Thanks for the detailed description about a snow globe, Philip.
Yeah.
Just in case we didn't know.
There's also a little side note that if this was a things to make and do book, I could tell you how to make your very own snow globe out of a baby food jar filled with water and crushed eggshells. but it isn't, so I won't.
Damn it, we'll never
There you
know.
go. Another useless list coming from Philip Arda this week. I learned so much about globes.
So have I.
The Globetrotters would have been a good one though. I don't
The
know. I
Boston
didn't put
Globe. I'm glad I know about that now.
the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the one that is from that film? Searchlight. Is that the Boston
Is that
Globe?
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
About the like.
The Catholic fucking priest
Is
scandal?
that what that was about?
Searchlight?
Mhm.
Spotlight? Yeah.
I didn't know that was about. I knew it was about like journalists uncovering stuff, but I didn't know what it was. Good to know. I might watch that.
Very
Very
good. It's a good film.
Is it?
I think I watched it on the plane that time. That could have been right. Cut it.
You probably did. Yeah.
It's a good film.
I always get it and what do you call the other one mixed up because the names are quite but not really similar. Sicario? No,
Not at all similar, but
No.
yeah, Sicario is a film.
what's it about?
It's like drug cartels and
Was
stuff.
true story?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's where I got mixed up. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the one.
That's the one. Got it.
Let's jump into the news of the week then. D, do you want to start off with some big news?
Do I?
Yeah, do you want?
Do you want the
The
biggest news?
yeah, let's go with that news then. Yep.
The amazing Stan Lee has passed.
He has. He lived to a right old age.
95.
That's crazy.
That's some age, like.
95 and he was still making regular cameos in Marvel movies.
Right enough. And he was still very active at like Comic Con and stuff like that.
Co-creator of
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
the Hulk,
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Mhm. X-Men.
Not sure if it was X-Men.
Was it
but
not?
he was
I
involved.
don't know.
He was in charge of Marvel Comics at one
Yeah.
point. Basically, the Marvel universe. Ignore that noise.
Yeah.
It wouldn't exist as it does today without him.
Without him, yeah. I know. Fans and actors, actresses, everyone all over the world paying their respects to Stan Lee during the week. 95 is a serious age.
It's a grand old age,
yeah.
like, and he was active up into it, so it's hard to feel, like, obviously it's very sad, but I'm glad he got to live a good full life.
Yeah,
And it
100%.
was great to see him in all those films. The
He
cameos.
gave us those films.
He gave us those films.
Yeah.
He gave us those characters.
Have you got a favourite cameo?
Imagine a world without Spider-Man.
I
Like a different world.
hate to think about that, yeah.
A favorite cameo?
Mm,
It's hard to think of them all.
I know.
I remember the one in, I think, The Amazing Spider-Man where he's like listening to a record
Yeah.
and like the whole room gets destroyed around him. I like that one.
He's also driving the bus.
And the new Spider-Man?
Is that no? Is
Or
that
is
not, that's Infinity War? Isn't it? Yeah. Do you make appearances in Deadpool?
Did he? I don't know actually.
I don't know. I seen the weird thing is I've watched like so many videos this week about all his cameos and things like that. There, he was in the bank. In the first one I ever knew about was he was one of the people in the bank in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Is that the first or the second one? That's the first
The
one.
bank. Yeah. Oh no, the bank's the second
Well,
one.
it's Octo.
Dr. Ock.
Yeah. He's one of the people who's like,
Just there.
yeah. And that was the first I knew about it. I was like, oh, that's Stan Lee. That's pretty cool.
One of his best ones, I think I remember seeing a video of it, was in Spider-Man 3, where it's like a massive big billboard says something about like Spider-Man saves the city, and then like Peter Parker just stood looking at it, like thinking about, should I be Spider-Man, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And Stanley walks up and he just like puts his arm on his shoulder and looks at it, and he's just like, I guess one man really can make a difference.
Nice.
He was just like, oh,
That was very cool.
I feel sad now.
I know. Yeah. It was a very sad time.
It was, yeah. He had a small funeral during the week.
Did
so
he?
very very quiet, family only type
Hush.
deal. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's been honoured like by basically the entire world over.
Where do they live in America?
He's somewhere in America. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm actually not too
yeah,
sure about
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Like
Yep.
a legend has fallen.
It was one of those things that like you just never thought about. Like the man was actually that old that it actually could be near, and then suddenly it happens, and it's like, oh shit, yeah.
Oh, I remember like reading like years ago. Like there was a time he went in for surgery, and it was like he was like 92 at the time, and it was like 92 going for surgery, like.
It's crazy.
Anything can happen,
Yeah.
and he came back out, and he was grand, like going back to Comic Con and stuff. You're
Yeah.
like, what a dude!
Crazy. The next Comic-Con is obviously going to have a big fucking memorial to that man.
I'm interested to see what the next, because apparently he pre-recorded like a bunch of cameos for the next films.
I think they should definitely do. They should CGI him into cameos into
I think
the
they-
Marvel movies.
I think they've already got like the next 4 films sorted,
yeah,
so he's already in them.
yeah.
And then I think they'll just do like little. I think was it? It might have been Deadpool actually. It was like the first time he didn't actually appear in the film as a cameo.
Right.
Or one of the more recent Marvel films, but instead they just had like his picture on a wall or something,
brilliant. Yeah,
so
okay,
he'll always be in the film.
He'll be there somewhere basically.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's nice.
That is nice.
That
yeah.
is nice.
But I'd say it'll be absolutely like I'd say they have one like recorded with the knowledge that he's going to die someday, and this is the one we're going to use whenever he dies. This is the cameo we're going to use.
It's so sad to think, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Staying kind of with, well, not really with Marvel, but with Ryan Reynolds. With Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is latest big character that we've seen announced this week. I
hadn't realized this until I seen the trailer.
Yeah. Detective Pikachu?
Pikachu.
Yeah.
There he is right there.
Man, this is something. First of all, what you seen the trailer?
I seen the trailer.
What do you think of it?
Initially, I was like, what?
Yep.
Until I heard Pikachu speak. Yep. And I was like, I'll watch this.
Yep. Man, it was something that I didn't realize I wanted as much until I seen it.
Yeah.
You know, I never would have thought of this. And then I see it, and now I can't wait to see this film.
A live action Pokemon film already had me like a bit iffy.
Yeah.
And then a live action Pokemon film with Ryan Reynolds. And I was like, and then I seen the trailer, and I was like, what? This is
going to be great. Yeah. So the synopsis behind it is: a young man joins forces with Detective Pikachu, voiced by Ryan Reynolds, to unravel the mystery behind his father's disappearance. Chasing clues through the streets of Rhyme City, the dynamic duo soon discover a devious plot that poses a threat to the Pokemon universe. It is everything that I want that to have. The way that the Pokemon look in this film, the way that they've incorporated them in, I like it. I really like it. Yeah,
they do look like actual animals, but not real ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look like actual physical things, but they're not obviously not real because they're like a yellow Pikachu. I also think it's really cool that they're staying true to the fact that Pikachu just goes Pika Pika.
Pika Pika, yeah.
Except for this one guy.
This one guy who can hear him talk.
Can hear his actual voice, which is so good. Oh, man.
I mean, I talked to a guy during the week with this, and he's like, yeah, maybe, this is probably just a really long play for Ryan Reynolds so that he's going to bring this up somewhere later on in his acting career. He's going to make reference to the fact that he was Pikachu. Yeah, and it's going to be so good, like the next Deadpool or something.
Ryan Reynolds is such a fan favorite.
He's so
what
good.
other man could be Deadpool and Pikachu?
I know.
And it's just he just does what people love. I think it'll be a good film. I'm really looking forward to seeing it now.
Same, yeah. May 10th, I think that was. Or 19th.
May 10th. That's good.
May 10th. Yeah, so next That's May. Good, anyway. Yeah, so it's there.
It's interesting. Obviously, he'll get a nice younger crowd engaged with this following Deadpool.
Yep.
What's the Deadpool film called again?
So it's the PG Deadpool.
It's the PG-13. Yeah. It's a Christmas version. I forget what it's called. Once Upon a Deadpool. It's called.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Once Upon.
I'm looking forward to this as well.
I'd like to see how they cut it up. Yeah. With a change, chop and change.
I'm glad that they're doing that though to kind of appeal to younger.
As long as they keep the next Deadpool hard R-rated, proper what we learn to expect. Yeah. There's helicopters floating about that.
And if you want to hear more about that, the R-rated Deadpool that's becoming a PG-rated Deadpool, listen to the previous podcast where we discussed that.
That's correct.
The Game of the Year awards, the categories were broken down. We have our nominations. Did you hear about this?
I didn't.
No,
actually.
Okay, so every year, the last 2 or 3 years that we've done this around this time, we've always talked about the Game of the Year awards. What's coming up? It's a big deal because.
Yeah, well, this is kind of
it's the big thing in video games.
It's the roundup of this year of games.
Yeah, that's it. And this year was a big year.
We have had some big hitters this year already. Games.
So I'll read them out to you. This is for the Game of the Year contenders only. Okay, so there's a lot of different categories, but this is for Game of the Year. I think this is in alphabetical order. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay, is this the Game of the Year?
Game of the Year. Celeste. You hear Celeste?
Celeste. I have heard of Celeste. Haven't played though.
God of War.
Fair enough.
Marvel's Spider-Man.
Okay, that's a bit surprising.
Yeah. Monster Hunter World.
Okay, yeah.
And of course, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Fair enough, yeah.
Straight away from those picks.
2 stand out to me.
Yep, 100%. Of the 2 from God of War and Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. Now, I think Red Dead Redemption's got to take this hands down, more than likely. Yeah. But I wish God of War would.
I think it's so weird with Game of the Year because it's so hard to define. It's so hard to compare 2 very different games. If you're talking about story, actually, you know what? I don't even know what the Red Dead story is. I know. It could be better.
Apparently, it's phenomenal.
Okay, well, if you're talking about world building, then it has to go to God of War, right?
Yeah, okay.
I get that Red Dead, but that's the Western. It exists, right?
It exists.
They have historical sources for this.
Yeah.
God of War was all built on myth
and
they made
legend,
it so real. I think it would go to God of War.
Yep.
But it's not built on world building, and it's built on combat, story, gameplay, everything combined. So I haven't a clue what way that.
Man, I loved God of War. Whenever I got thinking back to this, God of War would be my game of the year. I would definitely say it's probably the best game I played. I thought that Spider-Man was probably going to tip that for me at one point, and then Spider-Man came out. Now, don't get me wrong, Spider-Man's a great game, but it's a fun game. It just doesn't. It just doesn't pull me in the way God of War did. Like when I started playing God of War, I didn't put it down until I finished it.
That's it. I was always eager to get back at it.
Exactly.
Spider-Man I stopped playing.
I stopped playing as well. Yeah.
Spider-Man for me has actually dropped. It started off as a solid right on, nailed on 9 out of 10 for me, and now it's dropped to about an 8. And iffy at that.
Is there a reason for that?
Just because every time I go back to play it, all I want to do is swing around.
Same.
I love doing that.
But that's so much fun, and they've done that so well.
They've done that really well.
What I mean,
all I want to do is swing around. Every time the story comes up, I feel like I get kicked in the fucking nuts because it's like, oh no, we're playing as MJ now. Oh no, we're playing as fucking Miles Morales now. I'm like, I don't want to do any of that.
No, I just want to swing around as Spider-Man, climb stuff, beat up some guys.
So I don't know, but it's just it definitely left a much stronger impression the first time I played it. Whereas God of War was the opposite. The first couple of times I played it, it took me a while to get into it, to get used to the mechanics, to get used to the world, and then I wanted to finish it.
Man, that story was brilliant. I love that story. I thought it was.
Do you know what I loved about the God of War story? Just I know we're talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the fact that it was epic, but it was also small scale. So like there was epic elements to it, like you're fighting gods, etc.
But it was all kind of based around that, like
based around
father son. Yeah, and it was what a duo.
Yeah, exactly.
What a fucking duo. Best ongoing game then. So we have Destiny 2, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six Siege.
I think Overwatch or No Man's Sky. Credit to the developers for that, because apparently, obviously, that game flopped super hard when it came out. It wasn't what people were promised, but they have updated it like regularly, and apparently, it's a really good game to play now. So I think it's nice that they got the nomination. I don't think they'll get it.
No.
Overwatch still being there is a credit to them. 3 years after it is.
Yeah, I know.
What was the others? Fortnite, just because Fortnite,
just the popularity of it, how crazy it is. Destiny 2.
Haven't played it.
Forsaken King.
I have it though.
Have you?
Yeah, I got it for free. They give the base game for free there recently on PC.
Good. And Rainbow Six Siege, which I know people are still like loving that game. So
I think that'll be a tough enough one
to call.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really. I don't play any of those games.
I'm surprised that like the likes of Fallout isn't in there. I suppose it's very new. It's very hard to judge an ongoing game. Maybe next year, even though it's had bad reviews out the gate.
Yeah. Best game direction. So A Way Out, which we played briefly. Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
God of War. Yeah. Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Again, I'm very surprised to see Spider-Man in there.
Yeah.
Just in terms of direction I didn't feel that was the strongest point at all.
I think Detroit Become Human could be a big hitter in that one as well.
See, the thing about Detroit Become Human is that it's I haven't played this game, but I'm going by the previous, like Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
It's like direction obviously is very important because it's very linear-ish.
Yeah.
But can you give it to them because they decided to tell a very linear-ish story? Or do you say you give it a game like
that was
Way
bold,
Out, which was completely different thing, 4 split screen, kind of like new interactions, or do you give it a game like God of War, which was just quality?
Well, the
from tip to toe.
The description here for like best narrative is for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's the description.
So then, I guess that's best direction.
Yeah.
Then
no, sorry, that's best. Sorry. Best game direction is awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in a game, both direction and design. So, creative vision, innovation, direction, and design. So
fair enough.
Sorry, I jumped on a little bit. Best narrative then. Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead 2. And this one is for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game.
Fair enough. God of War.
God of War, yeah.
Sony cleaning up there. 3 exclusives in there.
I know.
Best narrative and best direction.
Best art direction then. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead 2, and Return of the Obra Dinn.
I think it'll be Red Dead just because there's as I said, a historical base there that they have just emulated perfectly.
Yeah.
So I think they'll get that.
Where is
Chris?
Independent game. I'm looking for so best action game, Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2, Far Cry 5, and Mega Man 11. So
Dead Cells is meant to be very good.
Yeah.
And Far Cry 5 was very enjoyable.
Black Ops is doing very well though.
It's a COD game always as well. I've played a lot of it. And I enjoy it. Hard to call.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider actually got in for Best Action Adventure. It's also up against Red Dead, God of War, Spider-Man, and Assassin's Creed. That's a big category right there.
That's a tough one.
Fucking huge.
Shadow.
I'm looking for best multiplayer because that's always a big one. Best multiplayer. So COD, Black Ops 4, Destiny 2, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, and Sea of Thieves.
Was multiplayer?
Yeah. So there we go.
They've added an arena to Sea of Thieves.
Have they?
Yeah, an arena mode so you can like PvP.
No way. I did not know that.
Yeah. They're maybe are finally coming good on these promises for more content.
Right. Well, there's a whole host of different categories there: best art direction, best design, best single performance from like a voice actor, things like that. It's all there. And I love seeing the awards whenever they come out, especially whenever you get like a dark horse.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year, what cleaned up last year? Wasn't last year Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, and
it was
Horizon Zero Dawn, and there was something else.
It didn't do too well.
No, it didn't. No.
We were expecting it to do really well though. I was annoyed by that.
That was my game of the year last year.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't even know what my game of the year is. I think I'd have to say just God of War because it's the only one of note that sticks out in my head like that I played.
Well, that's it. Like, if it's a game that it was so good initially that it made you want to buy it first of all and play it, and you enjoyed it, then that's your game of the year.
Take it and win it.
I have some other little tidbits, but not massive.
Timbits?
Did you hear the kilogram got a new definition?
I heard about this.
This is the fucking stupidest thing in the world, D, because like what are scientists at that this is what they have to do?
I once watched, and I swear to God, it was an interesting video about this. All right, it was right. It was that guy Tom Scott on YouTube, and he was like over in somewhere in America where they keep the kilogram.
It's in Paris.
Oh, it's in Paris.
It's in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was there and was like, "This is what we base all of our measurements on." And it's like insane. And like there's been different definitions of it over the years. But then I heard like recently they want to change it because this thing is really, really old or something like that.
Yeah. So they met on Friday there in Versailles in France, in favor of getting rid of the kilogram in terms of an electrical current, whatever the fuck that means. I have no idea. Honestly, it's not. I don't care.
It's like one of those things. Do you know what the definition of a second is?
No.
It's the weirdest thing ever. It is the time it takes for a very specific type of like atom. Mm-hmm. Or electron in an atom to spin 632,000 times to the power of 10.
Are you serious?
That is the definition of a second, and they have like these like fucking stupid machines that can like measure that. Yeah. Because you have to have a definition.
That's crazy.
Otherwise, what do we have like to compare it to? Or you'd lose what a second is over.
That is crazy.
It's mad. Like, imagine they just changed a second.
Yeah, if this went. That would change everything then,
wouldn't it?
Because minutes would change, hours would change, our whole definition
Years,
of time
everything
would change. Basically.
But if they changed it so minutely, you wouldn't notice for like 1,000 years.
Oh my god, that's fucky. Like.
But like you think about, imagine they got it wrong like 100 years ago. How many hours have we lost?
How did they get it right 100 years ago with not the I don't know. They just decided.
Time is such a weird fucking thing,
isn't it? Sainsbury's becomes the first UK supermarket to sell edible insects.
Delicious.
Yeah,
they're good for you.
Roasted crickets are now on the menu at Sainsbury's as it becomes the first UK supermarket to stock edible insects. The barbecued flavoured bugs, described as crunchy in texture with a rich smoky flavour, will be sold in 250 stores across the country from Sunday. Each packet will cost approximately £1.50.
Delicious. I think it's a good move.
Yep.
More supermarkets should do it.
I mean,
why the fuck not? Yeah. Some people like insects, probably.
Yeah. I've never had them. I guess I'd eat them.
I try them.
Yeah. I like jerky. I like jerky.
It's beef though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's good.
Dried
it's
beef.
like salty and it's good. It's good. Very good. A NASA video. Did you see this?
A promotional video. Yeah. Are they talking about going back to the moon?
It teases the return to moon and flight to Mars. Then did you hear this? Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of those things that they can't actually confirm they're doing because in like another 4 years, whenever the president changes, they might say, "No, we're not doing that anymore."
Trump signed this waiver, or whatever it was, a wee while ago. That what is it? It like enables space travel, but it has to be
something like that. Yeah,
it has to be
gives them more money under certain conditions.
I might actually have it here.
This is the thing though about NASA, because it's like what do you call it, owned by the government. Every time there's a new president or every time there's a new Congress, they'll sign another waiver.
It has to meet Trump's call for a sustainable program of space exploration, basically. So,
what does that mean?
I know.
Exactly. Yeah. And in 4 years' time, if Trump, 2 years' time, whenever Trump gets kicked out, the next president will write a different waiver, which will say, we want no space money.
No space travel.
Blah,
no
blah,
no
blah,
money
blah,
put into traveling to space.
So it changes every 4 years, so they can't really say anything.
No.
That's why we want Elon Musk to do his shit.
Oh, speaking of Elon Musk, this was another bit of news. Did you hear that he wants to buy Facebook and permanently delete it?
He is the best. He is so good at writing up absolute fucking nonsense on Twitter.
Yeah.
That gets like his stock up.
Yeah. He said it. He said it in an interview as well. He said he just wants. He said he will buy Facebook and he will permanently delete it from history. Essentially, he said he would do the same with Fortnite as well. So, but I mean,
not even Elon Musk has enough money to buy Facebook.
Apparently, Mark Zuckerberg is being directed to stand down as well as acting chairman.
They haven't wanted him doing that for years.
No,
because the thing about him is he is a.
So is he? What is he? He is like
CEO.
So he owns pretty much like 51%, basically.
So yeah, he has a majority share. I don't even know if he has a majority shareholding or not, but he is running the company, and they don't want him to run the company. Yeah, because he's not a CEO; he's a developer. You know what I mean? He has the ideas and he goes and codes. Like he doesn't know how to run businesses.
No.
Like. Well, he does a bit, obviously.
Elon Musk probably does.
Elon Musk does. That's what he does
better.
Let
him run. Have you listened to him in the Joe Rogan?
I listened to good parts of it.
Fucking hell, man. Some of the shit he's coming out with, like, is crazy.
I really love listening to him and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I haven't listened to him
because they have such weird ideas. But it all makes sense.
It makes sense. They explain it in such a way that it does make sense. You're like, holy shit, this could happen.
Why don't we work like that? And it's just like, because no one does it before. And there's no way of there's no infrastructure for doing all the things.
Apparently, Elon Musk has went to government. He spoke with government and he's warned them of the rising capabilities of AI.
Oh yeah.
And he has said this is going to be used for war, and we have to stop what we're doing now.
I once read a very, very long article about this, and it's scary. It actually is genuinely scary. It's where computers are now, AI is now in terms of intelligence, right? It's like monkeys, below monkeys, right? Mm-hmm. But the difference between monkeys and us is so much smaller than the difference between AI today and 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
And it's eventually it's gonna just, once it pips us, then it's
just gonna leapfrog us.
Exactly. Because it's smarter than us, then it's gonna be better at writing AI than we are. So it'll write better AI for itself. And then it just shoots up.
That's crazy.
And it's they're saying in 30, 50 years, it could be we mightn't be able to control it.
No, that's scary. That's fucking scary.
But this is the type of shit Elon Musk worries about.
He doesn't worry about the shit that we worry about.
Exactly. Whenever you're a fucking billionaire, you don't have to worry about bills and shit like that.
No, you have to worry about fucking AI rising up and crushing humanity.
I think he's one of the people as well who says we have to go to Mars. But in case an asteroid hits Earth, we need a backup. I'm like, that is such a fucking abstract idea. I know. Yeah. I mean, he's technically right.
He is right, yeah, but nobody thinks about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But surely, let's say everyone at NASA for I don't know, a year was just totally incapacitated, didn't notice, and there's a big fucking meteorite just come out of the blue, come out of nowhere. I'm sure he could come up with something that would just break that bitch up.
True. He'd send some miners up, Chris.
Yeah, he would. He'd send Bruce Willis
and the crew up.
Rightly he would. He'd probably go up himself.
He would.
You know what? He'd go up in his fucking car. They would go up. They would safely land, deploy, do what they have to do, return to Earth, land, perfect.
Yeah, and that will be it.
I watched. Do you know the video that you told me about what is it the
vertical landing?
Yeah.
Isn't that sexy?
I watched it, right? But there's a video and it's kind of shot and it shows behind the scenes. So it shows him sitting, as they launch.
Watching it
now. But the Interstellar soundtrack is to it.
Oh.
If I find it, I'll tag you on it. And it shows the entire SpaceX, they're all sitting there watching the screens and the music's building. Oh my God, it's brilliant. It's fucking class.
Fuck, I want to see this.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
What did you think of the whole the fucking rocket just landing
it's
that?
It's stupid, man. It's crazy. How do you even begin to think it's going to go up first of all, out of the atmosphere, and then it's going to come back down, and it's not just going to crash land or burn up. No, it's going to deploy itself in such a way that it's going to just land perfectly, right side up.
It's so fucking weird. I love all that stuff.
Man's crazy, man. Some quick Black Friday deals that I think you may be interested in. The Switch Neon Red Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Bundle. $299 from Curry's.
Oh, that's good.
You can get it with I seen a better one.
remember you saying as soon as the Switch comes with a game under £300, you'd buy it.
Yep.
You bought it well before that.
I did, yeah. But there it is. But you can get the Nintendo Switch Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Bundle for $3.19. That's crazy.
Is that just a Switch with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Yeah, but isn't the Ultimate don't they have like a special bundle that comes with? I'm not sure if it's it, but it comes with like the controller and all.
Oh, maybe yeah. The GameCube controller.
Yeah. Oh my god, it looks brilliant. I seen a load of televisions here, D, that I knew you'd be interested in as well.
What about that 4K HDR TV?
Or you can get an Xbox One S, 1 terabyte, Forza Horizon 4, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for $289.
It's decent.
That's quite good, yeah.
That's decent, yeah. I definitely need 1 terabyte of storage.
Think so?
Like it's so bad. Like.
I had to upgrade my storage on PlayStation. Yeah, definitely. Toshiba 43-inch 4K Ultra HD Smart TV with Freeview HD and Freeview Play, $279.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
I want that.
But I seen
you're gonna link me that, Chris.
There's one here somewhere, and it's like fucking like a 65 or 75 inch for like $399. I'm like, oh, that's tempting.
Lad, there was a projector in. Did I think of this? There was a projector in CEX.
Oh,
for like 150. It was like 1080p, 70-inch projection, and I was like, I want this.
Yeah. If I could project a game in 1080p,
don't talk.
That's the future.
I want to. You know what I still want to do, and I'm gonna do it someday. Either on like a 4K TV or a massive fucking projector with a decent like sound setup, like sound bar, surround sound or something. Blade Runner 2049. Oh yeah. Because it's still sitting there wrapped. I got it at that time as soon as it came out in Blu-ray. Or 4K Blu-ray, because I was like, I'm going to.
You're trying to relive that cinema experience.
I want to relive that because it's so hard to live up to.
Such a good experience that was. That was my first Max experience, and that blew me away.
It's the first one I remember in Max. Yeah. I don't know if I've been to Max before, but that's the first time I saw it, and I was like, this is worth every fucking penny.
Yeah, you could feel every punch.
Oh lad,
that was such a good night.
The music was like inside my brain.
Yeah, it was so good. The movie's so good.
Oh, I really loved it.
What I thought about the other day, you know that like interrogation scene. Not where he's sitting there. Yeah. What is the word that they keep saying?
Cells.
Cells. That's what I couldn't think of the word. I knew there was a word, and they kept saying like cells.
Cells interlinked with cells, interlinked with cells.
That's what it is. Yes. Battlefield 5 releases tomorrow. Actually,
it's Tuesday, isn't it?
Argus. For some reason, Argus have it in sale tomorrow.
Because they do what they want.
I know, but yes, Tuesday for the rest of the world. Apparently, I'm gonna pick this up.
You are?
Yep. 100%. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm in the real mood.
I'm gonna wait on this one. Okay. Because I played a bit of Battlefield 1 the other day.
Okay.
Multiplayer.
Yeah.
And I'm shit at it.
Okay.
And I'm absolutely awful. So I'm probably only gonna play the campaign.
I just want to play the campaign. Yeah. I just really want to play the campaign.
So I think I'm gonna finish the Battlefield 1 campaign before I actually go ahead and play. Yeah.
Have you been playing the Battlefield 1 campaign?
I've played obviously the first minute, the intro mission, and then I've played the one where you play as an Italian guy with his brother.
Were you going up the mountain at the start?
Brilliant.
What a fucking start. Brilliant. That is class. That's one of the best, yeah. Definitely.
So
do you get to choose your missions in whatever order you want to do? Yeah, you do, yeah. That's brilliant. The like Arabian kind of ones.
Oh yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia. Oh shit, that's really, really good. That's all my news for the week. I don't really have much else to really comment on there. Do you have anything you want to discuss?
I have a few more games related things to do with Sony. Sony have announced they're not going to be at E3 next year.
That's right.
So they're going to do
their own thing.
They're going to do their own thing. So they do PSX every year. So I don't know if they're going to just go like all in on it or add another one like in the later half of the year. Yeah. I don't know, whatever they do. But a lot of people are speculating, Chris, and I love a bit of speculation, as you know.
I love speculation.
People reckon the reason they're backing out of E3 is because they want an event just tailored on them for a big announcement.
Yeah.
2019 PlayStation 5?
Okay, maybe. Possibly, yeah, right enough.
That's what people are thinking. They want to just like announce that on its own, all the buzz,
all the attention is on them. Yeah. They can have their own set date. Yeah, I get that. Okay, fair enough. Because they already have, like, Nintendo do Nintendo Direct. So Sony are going to do their own thing, which means, as we were saying inside, that E3 is pretty much just the Microsoft show.
Microsoft and like Bethesda, other ones do go to it too.
Yeah.
What do you call it? It actually might be good for E3 because it might go for like lower key like groups, like developers and stuff. Might get their stuff out in the floor so they get more publicity. Might be good for them.
Yeah.
But Xbox also had their own XO19 or XO18.
I didn't even hear about
recently.
That.
It was like their PSX.
No.
Made a couple of announcements. Some all their Black Friday deals were popped up there, and what is it? keyboard and mouse support on Xbox now,
Right.
which is weird.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. There's going to be 3 big events every year for Nintendo, PS, and Xbox, and then you're going to have E3 with whatever.
You'll have E3, and then you obviously have PAX. And you have
all the other big ones like
Gamescom or whatever in Europe. Wow.
That was that, and I think the other thing I want to talk about was Fallout 76.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a lot of big Fallout fans out there.
You playing it?
I am not. I have not purchased it. I don't think I will.
No.
Haven't heard positive things.
I've heard one end of the spectrum or the other. There's no in between. It's either you like this game, you love this game, you think it's great.
Do you know what this reminds me of completely?
What?
Exactly what happened in March with Sea of Thieves. Like some people love that game.
Yeah.
It's a great game to play, but there's not enough to do.
Yeah.
This is like, it's not that great a game to play. It still has issues but if you like Fallout, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Other people are just like, I just don't enjoy doing all these things that they want me to do.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've heard mixed things. The reviews are low, Chris. We're circling around 50s, 60s. Yeah.
No way. That low?
Yeah.
I did not think they were that low. I knew that they were going to have problems with it. And then obviously we heard like through the betas and things that there was a lot of issues going on. But I thought that they were definitely going to fix that, patch it, whatever they had to do. No.
They're low. They're like, I think OpenCritic, I don't know, I think Metacritic had a score out, but OpenCritic was like 60 something.
No.
So pretty low. I don't know. I'll leave it for maybe like a year. I might do the same thing that I'm going to do with like Sea of Thieves and stuff, or No Man's Sky. Give it time to actually
see if it actually beds in.
Develop,
yeah, okay. Fair enough. I'm not going to play it. I have no intention. I can't. I won't. But I tell you what are you playing this week? Let's talk about that now.
I have been playing a bit more Black Ops as well, so enjoying the multiplayer on that there.
Tell me about the other game.
The other game I'm playing, Chris, me and Laura are playing The Forest.
Okay.
Right. Have you ever heard of The Forest?
Not even a little bit.
So it's a PC game. And the best way I can describe it to you, and I know you'll love this, is a mix between Lost, the TV show, and Minecraft.
Oh, no way.
Right? So like, okay, I'll break down what I mean by that. It's like, you start the game on a plane. Okay. And like almost immediately the plane crashes.
Brilliant.
And you wake up in the wreckage of the plane. There's no one around you. You're looking for your son, I think, Timmy.
Okay.
It's very, very briefly mentioned that Timmy's about. You pick up an axe, you pick up some food, some water. There's suitcases everywhere. You break them open, take what you can, all the supplies you can, and you just wander through the forest.
No way.
You have to go and find, the first thing to do is find a camp. So you have to like chop down trees, get wood. You can build campfires, you build little huts. You can build
this
walls.
sounds great. Yeah.
So you have to set yourself up. You have to eat. You get hungry. You can die of starvation. You have to eat. You have to drink clean water. So you have to find clean water. All of the standard kind of survival-based stuff.
Very nice.
And you can build little houses, and you can build walls and traps, and there's loads of stuff you can build, and it's a lot of fun. And then, maybe the first night, if not the first night, definitely the next day or the following night, you start to see some weirdness going on.
Oh, fuck. This sounds great.
There are some things that come at you.
Okay.
And they don't attack you.
Yeah.
But they kind of just stare at you and watch you.
No way.
They're like mutant humans / cannibals. Weird looking things that like scream and scramble and run around. And like they'll stand back and just watch what you're doing, see if you're a threat or not. If you come up to them, they might run away or they might attack you. You don't know what they're going to do. They're really erratic and stuff. Lad, this game is fucking good.
This sounds very, very good. It's only on PC, yeah.
It's only on PC. I think it's on PlayStation 4 now, actually, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I think you can pick it up on PlayStation 4. So me and Laura are playing like co-op, so we're playing together.
Yep.
So there's two of us obviously fighting against these guys, surviving every night.
Yep.
And
so have you attacked any of these things?
Yeah. Yeah, eventually it gets to the point
Do you make weapons?
Yep. Oh. So you start off with an axe.
Yep.
You can build clubs, spears, you build bow and arrows.
Yeah.
You start beating into these guys. Once you kill them, there's this whole sanity element to it, Chris, as well. So obviously if you're not drinking and you're not eating and you're not sleeping, you go like a bit mad, like a bit head crazy. Yep. You can then start doing cannibal type things.
Oh no.
So you can eat them, you can cook them and eat them.
Like what does it look like? You know, like graphic wise, what does it look like?
It's middling graphics, like it's not amazing.
Have you seen it's like what do you call that game I have?
7 Days a Day.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I could go for that. Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, you can start building like effigies. You can take body parts and put them up on like
What?
stick them on the walls to scare them off. Like, so you can kind of like use their tactics, and you kind of slip down the slippery slope and go a bit mad.
Holy
There's
shit.
elements you got there, like, or you can try and stay sane. You can try and do it all like try and be a civilized human. Then you have to go exploring the island, try and find this guy Timmy. You have to go. There's all these caves. There's some weird fucking shit down in the caves.
Like
A fucking 6-legged woman. Don't worry.
What?
Don't talk. Like, it's all, everyone's mutated. Everyone's fucked up, Chris.
Is this only online? Is this only?
No, you can do this single player
Okay,
local.
I'm
Like,
100% picking up this game.
it's so fucking freaky, Chris.
Holy
And there is like an island you can explore. There's so much to do. Like, we've probably played about like 10 hours now.
Holy shit. That's a good bit of time.
Yeah. And like, we're not even close. Like, although we have got to the point now where our base is strong enough that we're getting attacked like every single day, and big guys are starting to come for us and stuff. So we're starting to think we may have to upgrade.
What's this called again? I'm just going to look for it here
It's
now.
just called the Forest.
The Forest. This sounds great.
Yeah, I hope other people out there are intrigued by that type of game.
I am. I love.
It's very much a survival, like crafting, building.
9 out
type
of 10
game.
on Steam. 97% like this video game. Can I get it? I could pick it up on my laptop. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation, lad.
I'm
Pretty sure I've seen they had a release on PlayStation recently.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna look into that whenever we finish up this
yeah,
podcast.
That is what I'm playing this week.
That sounds fantastic.
What are you playing?
Nothing until today.
Oh, this is your day.
Ashleen picked up for me yesterday the Spyro trilogy.
Man, I want it so bad.
I know, it looks so good. I'm hearing great things about it as well. She picked it up for me yesterday, but she was babysitting last night, and now she's working this morning. So we just said that whenever she's finished, we'll both take into it together and see how it looks, because we both remember those games from years ago. I cannot wait to see how this plays. I know I'm going to enjoy it. The reason I know I'm going to enjoy it more probably than I did with Crash is because with Crash I had a whole lot of opinions going into it. Yeah. With Spyro, I'm just like, I don't care. I just want to be. Yeah, exactly. So I cannot wait. That's what I'm going to be playing. And then I'm hoping to pick up Battlefield either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Nice, yeah.
I have quite a heavy week at work ahead, but I'm going to find some time to try to get some gaming done this week. Definitely.
That's good.
Need to.
Battlefield would be great, I'd say.
I just want to play the campaign. I'm mad into World War II campaign kind of shit at the minute. So
nice.
I think since we talked about the war here one time.
Last week.
Last week. Yeah.
Remembrance Day.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it was. That's it. So that's what I'm gonna do.
That's nice.
I'm not watching anything either at the minute. You watching anything?
I'm watching Scrubs still. We're still knocking our way through Scrubs.
I was talking to the main man during the weekday when I went in to get my haircut, and he was saying that he was listening to the podcast, obviously, and very inspired to go back and watch Signs. And I was like,
it's a good
man, that film is fantastic.
It's a great
I think I'm going to try to pick it up on Blu-ray, man.
That's a good shout, actually.
Definitely. Like, it's such a good movie. Did you know, he also told me that Joaquin Phoenix was not first choice for that?
Oh, who was it? Probably fucking Nick Cage.
No. I'll tell you now.
You always hear that, don't you? You always hear, like, Nick Cage almost played Spider-Man. Nick Cage almost played Superman.
Nick Cage almost did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like Nick Cage is like the stand-in for like every role.
He was called in late. Joaquin Phoenix was called in late because Mark Ruffalo was set to play the brother.
I would have liked Mark Ruffalo there, but I'm glad we got
Joaquin Phoenix was great in that movie. Tell Meryl to swing away.
Brilliant.
Yeah, very, very good.
I might watch that soon.
I really want to watch that again. It's such a good fucking movie.
Speaking of movies, or
let's go with this. So we're not good because Johnny Mac has just pissed us off royally. We'll hopefully see him this weekend for Thanksgiving, but we'll get back to him then. But for the next 5 weeks, we're going to be talking about our the top 5 kind of Christmas-esque movies to get us in the festive spirit. And this week we are obviously starting off. I have picked one out for us, with the one and only Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Like, what a classic, a Christmas classic.
A lot of people would say it's not a Christmas film.
It is. He saves Christmas.
A lot of people would be wrong.
Man, Bruce Willis saves Christmas, and that is a cult classic, an American classic, a worldwide classic.
Like it redefined fucking action films.
It did, yeah. I listened to this today. Actually, I watched a video on it, and I was kind of just saying, like, before this movie came along, like your standard action films were always like, the big guys, like the Arnie's, the Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone,
cheesy
big
kind of films,
cheesy, big muscular guys, just pumping people full of bullets, muscles all over the place. Then came along fucking
Bruce Willis, just a standard cop.
John McClane.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yep. and he's the hero that everybody needed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's such a fucking good movie.
Love that film.
And what makes this better is this is coming back into the Omniplex, our local Omniplex, with Omniplex Rewind it's called. So they're doing doing 5 movies I think in the lead up to Christmas, or is it 4 movies? 4 movies in the lead up to Christmas. So they have The Greatest Showman now this week, I think, for a week, starting this week. Then they have Die Hard for a week. Then they have Elf for a week.
Oh, nice.
And in the week leading up to Christmas, they have Home Alone.
Oh, those are 2 really good gets.
Like, what a fucking, yeah. Home Alone and Die Hard will definitely be a hit. Like, I like Elf, but I think I've seen it like way too many times.
I never see Elf.
No?
No.
I think
it's one Christmas film I never see.
That's because Sky bought the rights to it.
Yeah, exactly.
A load of people love Elf and all, but I'm just like, nah. Like, Home Alone, Die Hard. We have another one for next week, but I'm obviously, we'll keep it to them.
Keep that, yeah.
This is definitely.
What's your rating for Die Hard, Chris?
What do we go? Out of 10? Out of 5? Out of 10?
Out of 10, yeah.
8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
I go 9.
9?
I love that film. Like.
You see, I know you love these films. We've discussed this before.
Yeah.
I know you love these films.
I think I've said before that that's my all-time favorite Christmas film.
Christmas movie.
And I would be hard-pressed to change my opinion on it.
I have another Christmas movie that tops it.
You're gonna bring it up in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, 100%. It'll definitely be right.
I don't think it will top it.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's a completely different movie.
That is the ultimate Christmas film.
Yeah.
You know?
I love Die Hard as well, though. It's so good.
It's brilliant.
Alan Rickman is so fucking good in that movie.
He's so good in everything,
isn't he?
I was thinking this the other day. I read something on Reddit about how people were giving out about how Harry Potter's parents in those films are really they're in their late 30s, like kind of like traditional parent type age.
Right. Okay.
And they were all complaining it's because in the books they were only in their 20s whenever they were spoiler alert killed. Why am I spoiling that? That's the basis for Harry Potter.
It is
whatever, right? Spoiler alert, killed. So whenever they're killed, they're quite young, and people are giving out about this. And then someone in the comments, because there's always somebody in the comments who has the explanation.
Yeah.
No, fair play. They were like, the reason that they were so much older is because everyone was cast a generation older than they should have been because of Alan Rickman.
So he didn't seem like really old.
Exactly, because because Snape, who he plays, went to school the same class as Potter's parents.
No way.
Yeah, so it looked weird to have him in his 40s when they were only 20.
Cool,
so they cast him a generation older.
That's so cool,
didn't it? That's how important he was as Snape.
He's a perfect Snape.
Perfect Snape. He's a perfect
Snape. He's a perfect Hans.
I want to say Gruber.
Gruber, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Hans Gruber. You know your bad guys. He's just perfect in everything he does.
Yes, Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah, he's in a...
It's, how American is that a lot of fucking Germans would just take over the fucking Nakatomi Plaza? Oh my god.
Had to be German. Essentially Nazis,
Exactly.
Everything but name.
When it boils down to it, yeah.
What a movie. Though, if they remade Die Hard today, it would definitely be fucking Middle Eastern guys.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
because it's whoever America's enemies are.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm actually surprised it wasn't Russians.
True. Were the Russians?
Is it Russians in the next one?
I was going to say, I think it is Russians in the next one. Yeah. Brilliant movie. Watch that movie right there. Die Hard.
Die Hard.
That was the Christmas movie.
And when you're done with that, jump right into Die Hard 2. Also set in Christmas.
Yeah. You see, it was Christmas again.
When you're done with that, head on into Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah.
Not set at Christmas, but why not finish off the set?
I prefer Die Hard 3 to Die Hard 2.
Yeah, it goes Die Hard 1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2, 4.
4.
Yeah.
And then whatever.
And then the rest.
Forget whatever.
Good Day to Die Hard and all that shit. Yeah. We'll not talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Empty Promise Podcast. Remember, you can find this podcast and all the previous podcasts over at youtube.com. Just search for Excite Gaming. That is the umbrella in which we operate under. You can also find us on audio.
Boom.
You'll find us on Spotify. You'll find us on iTunes. You'll find us all over the place, really. Any kind of podcast hosting service. You can take us with you on the go. And we thank each and every one of you from the bottom of our hearts that do listen to us every week, because it just makes this so worthwhile for us.
Yep.
So thank you. Do keep up your listenermanship, and we will try to produce the best audio we can week in, week out.
Listenermanship?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
One of the comments we kind of got this week was kind of just saying that our last couple of podcasts have been particularly good because
particularly excellent
because of our topics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we got good topics.
So we hope to keep the topics kind of, nonchalant.
Yeah.
Light.
Keep them relevant, Chris.
Things that people can relate to as well. Because if we just sat here and talk about games, which we could.
Maybe we should sit here and talk about. We should talk about the definition of the kilogram for a podcast.
Fuck no, I'd hate that.
People can relate to that.
I'd hate that.
Chris, no, but think about it. Everybody weighs something. They gotta weigh kilograms, Chris. They gotta weigh kilograms or pounds. We could do pounds. I'd be cool with pounds.
Do you know what people are weighing? People are weighing up why they're fucking listening to us. That's what they're weighing.
Please don't leave.
Please stay with us. See, we can't do the intro, but we can do that bit just fine. Where to find us?
That's because
we actually did it so fine that I ordered a Domino's.
What?
I was ordering Domino's while I was doing it to see if I could multitask.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm just ordering wee Domino's for later on. Could have it picked up in town, brought out. Yeah.
That's smart. Is actually in town.
Yeah, she's working in the hotel, you see.
Clever.
Yeah, so
I like that.
I got to pick a time for it, but I don't know yet.
I haven't had pizza. I'm gonna lie. I've had pizza this week.
I had pizza this week.
I had oven made like pizza.
Oh, I
made pizza. I want to get a Domino's.
I had a fucking stock take there on Tuesday.
Oh, I've seen.
I got through the night with one Monster. Are you proud? The entire night.
How many coffees though?
2. One Monster, 2 coffees, and a whole lot of water. And a Domino's.
Yep. I've seen the Domino's on your Insta story.
Mm-hmm. Got to keep up with the Insta story. I don't do too many posts at the minute because I can't find the time.
What's up with that story, Chris?
It's all about the story.
It's all story mode.
Mm-hmm. Story mode. But yeah, I had a great fucking Domino's. I went thin and crispy, and I inhaled the motherfucker. I just thought that I didn't want too much dough that late at night.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you don't want to feel weighed down.
And I still had a lot of work to do, so I was just like, no, definitely not. Didn't get out till like 5:30 that morning, so awesome. It was okay. It was a good night.
That's what you want.
Let me see. Right. We are here this week to talk about food, D, because...
Well, we really missed a perfect segue with the Domino's thing, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. 100%. We have talked about food before in the podcast. We've talked about it, many ways. Food that we eat, food we enjoy. But something we never really steer into is food that either lets us down, that we don't particularly enjoy. Food, our vices, our food hell, I feel like.
Our vices are things that we shouldn't like, but we do.
Yeah,
I feel those things.
I'm going to begin, D, by telling you of one of the meals I had once, and it was just terrible. Because I think this is what this topic is about today, about terrible meals that we've had, terrible food choices. I've had a couple of those over the past couple of years. So one of which that really sticks out was it was whenever I was in New York, and we decided to go to just a Hard Rock Cafe one night. And it was just like, we'll pop in here, we'll get a bite to eat. Because played it safe. There's like 30,000 restaurants in New York City alone. We went to Hard Rock Cafe. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Went in, sat down and all. I was reading through and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to get. I wasn't feeling too hungry. I wasn't feeling like a big meal. So they had this real nice looking fucking like chicken salad thing.
Chicken salad.
So I was like, I might get that. And Ashley, obviously playing it safe, the safe person that she is, always goes with chicken when she doesn't know like the rest of the menu.
Okay,
so play it safe with chicken. So they had like this chicken. It was advertised as like these chicken
cutlets.
Let's say cutlets, not giblets. Giblets is a bad word. Let's say chicken cutlets, finely breaded, served with their house fries or whatever, and like coleslaw or whatever the hell it came with. So I got my salad out, came in a big bowl, and oh my god, it was the most disappointing thing I've ever had. You can't really be blown away with salad. I understand that, right? True. But I was expecting something. This thing, D, was first of all pitiful inside. You know what I asked? Do you know what they gave me in a bowl? They gave me coleslaw in a bowl.
Oh.
I was expecting this Hard Rock Cafe. This is the middle of New York. We're gonna get some good food in here. Hard Rock, it's like TGI. It's like one of those. We're gonna get something decent. I ended up with a big bowl of lettuce, carrot, like tortilla shavings, like crispy tortilla, a very, very, very small bit of chicken, and it was just covered in like bog standard mayonnaise. Ashleen's, on the other hand, came out and she doesn't really like spicy food. Wouldn't be a big fan. These chicken kicker things were just completely like chili, fiery heat.
Jesus Christ.
Like breaded in some kind, like hot wings from like KFC, but worse. Did not specify that in the menu either. We both were just kind of like, oh my God, what is this? The worst thing is the bill was like $90.
Yeah.
For like two. Yeah, I know. And we were just like, oh my God, are we going to pay $90 for this? Can we like dine and dash? We paid it, and oh my God, it was like one of the worst meals I've ever had in my life.
That's so fucking
We left so unsatisfied. It was just like, that was terrible. I think we actually got something on the way back on the street. Yeah. So bad, D.
I hate that.
So bad. I have no issue paying money for food. Any money for food. I'll throw money at food.
like you
if
name
it's
your
good
price for the
food.
food.
Yeah, if it's good food. No, that stung. That's what that did. That fucking stung.
Yeah, it's just particularly worse because of the price, like because of Hard Rock Cafe prices.
Yeah.
They can charge whatever they want.
Now, I'm used to going to like TGI's and places and it being like, you know, because it's TGI's, they kind of have like quite
jack up the price a bit.
but I don't mind because I'm getting decent food. My God.
That's unfortunate, my friend. That is very unfortunate.
Do you have a bad food story? I've got a couple. I could go again.
I have one recently that just sort of sticks in my mind.
Oh.
And,
tell me.
We went out for steaks in a restaurant in Belfast called Tony Roma's, which is like...
That's big in Orlando, that place.
Is it? Yeah.
Fucking
so it's
big.
like a chain.
It's a chain, yeah. It's a big chain.
I've never had a worse